Hi, my name is Ambassador Elder Dr. Eunice Myers Jernigan, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about gender-based violence against women. Yes, you heard me. Gender-based violence against women. Aren't you tired of it? Isn't it time out for this? Can we just move on? Gender-based violence targets or affects women and girls disproportionately. About 1 in 3 women worldwide have experienced sexual and other forms of violence. Women are also much more likely than men to be killed by their intimate partners or family members. Crimes involving violence against women are amongst the most underreported and the least likely to end in conviction. Survivors often face significant obstacles due to gaps in criminal laws and procedure, gender stereotypes, victims blaming, and inadequate responses of criminal justice institution and professionals, leading to secondary victimization. UNWoman.org states that 49 countries still lack laws protecting women from domestic violence, while 39 countries bar equal inheritance rights for daughters and sons. Eliminating gender-based violence is a priority, and it needs to stop and ends now. Given that gender-based priority is one of the most pervasive human rights violations in the world today. Based on data from 87 countries, 1 in 5 women and girls under the age of 50 will have experienced physical and or sexual violence by an intimate partner within the last 12 months. Harmful practices such as child marriages steal the childhood of 15 million girls under the age of 18 every year. The social and economic impacts of COVID-19 pandemic have adversely affected progress towards gender equality. Violence against women and girls have intensified. They are more vulnerable, and access to treatment and services has been reduced, such as access to essential police and services for justice. Did you know that since the pandemic, women have suffered a disproportionate share of jobs losses and increase in care of work at home? Also allowing more abuse to take place because they are now spending more time with their abusers. Did you also know that on September 13, 1994, President Bill Clinton signed an act called the Violence Against Women Act of 1994, VAWA, V-A-W-A. VAWA is a United States federal law, Title IV of the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act. It doesn't seem like he signed the Law Enforcement Act for women. Why? Because gender-based violence against women still exists. Still exists today, just like slavery. When President Abraham Lincoln had to issue the Emancipation of Proclamation on January the 1st, 1863, in which he declared that all persons held as slave within the rebellious states are and henceforward shall be free. As we saw then, and as we can still see now, that when strongholds are broken, that old spirit of rebellion will always come and rear its ugly head. That's why we as God's people, we as women of God, we must take power, authority, and dominion over this. We must cast it down and send it back from whence it came. And putting an end towards gender-based violence against women, I see and I read that the United Nations has started a global program on strengthening crime prevention and criminal justice responses to violence against women in helping the matter. That's a good start. But we as women ourselves, we must stick together. We must band together in helping one another. Know that we have a voice, and don't stop using our voice until we are heard. Don't be afraid in sharing what's going on in our lives. Get help. Tell somebody. We are not alone. We have to put an end to gender-based violence against us today, right now. Gender-based violence comes in many forms. And the time, as I stated, to put an end to this is now, right now. Let's join. Let's join together. Let's come together and put an end to this gender-based violence against women. Take my hand and join me in ending this. I am my sisters.